talk about finding Noah. Finding Noah. Question: when God got this idea of building a huge, gigantic ark called the Noah's Ark, okay, to save humans from death and the floods, what was his biggest challenge? The ark or the Noah? We might think the ark because it is so scary and so big, but God told me his challenge was finding Noah. Let's rephrase it. Let's say Watoto Church. God has this idea called Watoto Church, saving young people, so many orphans, and raising a young church. Was the problem Watoto or finding the Gary Skinner, with all respect? Okay, God has this idea called Nambole Stadium, end of your prayers. Do you think the problem was the Nambole, the stadium, or finding the Serada in it? Is that respect? Okay, when God this idea called Miracle Center, very big church, Miracle Center. The problem was Miracle Center or finding the Kayanja? Is that respect? Okay, let's talk about CLC. Was the problem finding CLC or finding the Senyonga? I'm trying to help you understand. The problem is not the ark. The problem is finding the Noah. You have dreams. You want to start a school. Let's talk about schools. Let's talk about Budo Kings. Finding the Budo Kings or finding the founders of Budo. Or let's talk about IHK. Let's talk about Massive Child Care or Massive Hospital. Let's talk about Bishop Chiganda. Finding the Bishop Chiganda. There's this great ministry, Christian Focus, but finding the Noah. See, it is not the ark. It is the Noah. Let's talk about worship house. God has this idea called the worship house in Nansana, finding the Bugembe. See, people, let's talk about dwelling places, the orphanage. Let's talk about finding Rita Kemba. Everybody, let's talk about governments. Let's talk about Arsenal, Liverpool. The problem is not the big idea. Let's talk about people in business, finding the ham or the chirumira, finding people that can do the business. And remember, Noah had an issue with alcohol. He was suffering with alcohol, but he did the job because God trusted him. Even today, God wants to build a huge ark. He wants to use you to do something. Build a school, build a hospital, start a business, or raise a family. The problem is not the idea, but will you be the Noah? You may not be perfect, but when you pray, God will use you to do great things in life. Finding Noah is the problem. You want to start something? Pray for the Noah. Or maybe you are the Noah. Read Isaiah 6:8.